Hello there and welcome back to another video of Pastryology by Vimal. It's so good to have you all here. In today's video, we'll be doing a dates and coffee cake with coffee cheese frosting. I'll be putting all the ingredients and equipment used in this recipe below in the description. And please do subscribe to his channel for more recipes and video. If not a chef, who else will give you the best recipes? Thanks mate. Let's roll that intro. Before we make the cake batter, let's soak the dates in coffee decoction. You should do this at least for an hour before adding it into the cake batter. You can substitute your dates with raisins, prunes or any dry fruits of your choice. Let's soak 100 grams of chopped dates with 50 ml of coffee decoction. I used instant coffee to make this. You can even use coffee beans if you have. Let's cover this and soak it for an hour. To make the coffee cake, you need 100 grams of butter, 112 grams of flour, 2 large or 100 grams of eggs, 4 grams of baking powder, 160 grams of sugar. I've divided into two, 80 grams of brown sugar and 80 grams of normal sugar. You can use any sugar you have. Let's combine butter and sugar together. Once the butter and sugar is combined really well, let's add the egg into the mix. Add one egg at a time. Once the first egg is combined really well with the butter, add the second one. Once the egg is combined well with the butter, let's sieve the flour and baking powder together. Fold flour into the butter mix. Make sure not to overmix. Add the soaked dates and coffee mix to finish our cake batter. Now our cake batter is ready. I'll show you the texture of the batter. You can see this. This is what you should get. Now let's transfer this into a baking dish and bake at 170 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. I have used a bake-proof glass loaf pan to make this cake. You can use any mold whichever you have, and make sure that you fill it up to 3/4 of the baking dish before putting it into the oven. While the cake gets baked, let's have a look at the creation by the members of our community. That looks really good and you guys are fantastic. Let's make the coffee cheese frosting. This step is completely optional. If you don't want cheese frosting, you can avoid it. Dust some snow sugar or icing sugar on top of the cake and you can enjoy the coffee cake. To make the coffee cheese frosting, you need 125 grams of whipping cream, 125 grams of cheese. I'm using mascarpone. You can use cream cheese as well. 50 grams of sugar and 5 grams of instant coffee powder. Let's combine all the ingredients together and whip it to a soft peak. You can even use wire whisk to whip it. Now our cream is whipped completely. You can see the texture. Let's put this in the refrigerator until used. Now our cake is baked and ready. You can see it's slightly in darker color because of the brown sugar and coffee we used. If you are using a regular sugar, you should have a lighter color cake. Let's put it in the refrigerator until it cools down before we apply the frosting on top. Now our cake is completely set. Let's apply the cheese frosting on top. I'm using a spoon. You can even use a piping bag and nozzle to do this. I will create a soft peak on top of this cake using the frosting. Add some grated chocolate to finish the cake. Thanks for watching and I hope you all learned something out of this video. Please do try this recipe and tag me on my Instagram handle. In the next video, we'll be learning how to make a Swiss roll. So stay tuned and I'll see you all in the next video.